Every single night you close your eyes and just drift off. And you probably think of this as a time of rest, right? A total shutdown. But what if I told you that while you're asleep, your body is actually undertaking a mission-critical operation, a nightly repair sequence that pretty much determines how you feel, how you think, and yeah, even how long you live?
Yeah, you heard that right. While your conscious mind is totally offline, your body is repairing, it's rebuilding, it's cleaning house. Sleep isn't this passive state of rest, not at all. It's an active state of really intense biological maintenance. So here's the big mindset shift. We need to stop thinking of sleep as lost time and start seeing it for what it truly is. It's the most effective tool you have for protecting your health, for sharpening your mind, and even for slowing down the aging process. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what that maintenance work looks like. Okay, so let's start by just smashing the biggest myth about sleep. It is not rest. While you're sleeping, your brain is consuming huge amounts of energy. Your heart's still beating, and millions of your cells are actually at their most active. True rest would be a complete shutdown, and that's not what's happening, not even close. This is the perfect way to think about it. Imagine your body is like a bustling city. During the day, the streets are packed, the subways are running, business is booming. You can't just shut down a major highway for repairs during rush hour, right? No way. The city has to wait until the quiet of the night. And that is exactly what your body does. It waits for you to be unconscious so the maintenance crews can finally come out and fix the potholes, clean the streets, and repair all the infrastructure from the wear and tear of the day. And this whole maintenance job, it's not random. Nope. It's a highly organized four-part process. See, sleep happens in these repeating cycles, and each one lasts about 90 minutes. And inside each cycle, your body goes through four very distinct stages, each with its own unique and vital job to do. Okay, so first you enter light sleep. That's kind of the gateway where your body starts to power down. Next up is medium sleep, and this is where your brain starts the huge task of sorting and filing all the important memories from the day. Then you get to the powerhouse, deep sleep. This is where the most intense physical repair happens. And finally, you've got REM sleep, where your brain processes emotions and really solidifies learning, through dreams. Your body is just expertly cycling through these stages all night long. Now, of all the incredible things that happen when you're asleep, maybe the most astonishing is what happens to your brain during that deep sleep stage. It's a process that is so important. And without it, your long-term brain health is put at serious risk. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's absolutely true. Your brain has a self-cleaning mechanism that only kicks into gear when you're in the deepest stage of sleep. So, how does it actually work? Well, scientists recently discovered this incredible system, and they call it the glymphatic system. You can think of it as your brain's personal plumbing. During deep sleep, it pumps cerebrospinal fluid all through your brain tissue, and it flushes out all this metabolic waste that builds up while you're awake. And one of the most dangerous of these waste products is a protein called beta amyloid, which has a direct link to Alzheimer's disease. And this is where it gets really serious. When you consistently get enough deep sleep, that glymphatic system has plenty of time to do its job, clearing out those toxic proteins. But when you don't, that waste just builds up night after night, year after year, and it dramatically increases your risk for neurodegenerative diseases down the line. And it's not just your brain that's at risk. When the nightly cleanup crew doesn't get enough time to work, the consequences just ripple through your entire system. The data on what happens when you consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night, it's pretty staggering. So check this out. One major study found that people who regularly get less than 6 hours of sleep have a 20% higher risk of developing heart disease. See, poor sleep raises your cortisol, that's the stress hormone, and it just puts constant strain on your entire cardiovascular system. And it doesn't stop there. That same research found an even more dramatic link to your metabolic health. Your risk of obesity jumps by a whopping 40%. A lack of sleep completely messes with the hormones that regulate your hunger, making you crave high-calorie foods while also slowing down your metabolism. It's a terrible combination. Okay, but this might be the most mind-blowing cost of all. Poor sleep doesn't just make you feel older, it literally makes you older on a cellular level. You know the little plastic tips at the end of your shoelaces? They stop the laces from fraying? Well, your DNA has similar protective caps, and they're called telomeres. Every time your cells divide, these telomeres get a tiny bit shorter.
and sleep is when your body does a ton of the repair work on them. So when you don't get enough sleep, that repair work gets skipped and your telomeres shorten faster. This is one of the key scientific markers of accelerated aging. All right, so the evidence is pretty overwhelming, right? Sleep is absolutely non-negotiable. But here's the good news. Improving your sleep isn't some complicated mystery. So let's walk through a simple, science-backed protocol you can start using tonight to maximize the quality of your body's nightly repair work.
All right, number one, focus on a consistent wake up time, not bedtime. Yes, even on the weekends. This anchors your body's internal clock. Number two, get about 10 minutes of natural light as soon as you can after waking up. This sends a powerful signal to your brain that the day has officially begun. Three, keep your bedroom cool. Your body actually needs to drop its core temperature to get into that deep sleep stage. Four, kill the screens at least an hour before bed. That blue light they blast out literally halts the production of melatonin, your main sleep hormone. And finally, number five, a caffeine curfew. No caffeine after noon. That stuff has a super long half-life and will absolutely still be messing with your sleep hours later.
So really, if there's one thing you take away from all this, it's a fundamental shift in how you think about sleep. It's not a luxury, it's not a sign of laziness. It is the most powerful and effective tool you have for repairing your body, protecting your brain, and extending your health span. And the best part? It's completely free.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Now that you know what's actually happening behind the scenes, are you giving your body's repair crew enough time to actually do their job?